We're talking today about why become a speaker. Now, you may have already decided that you want to become a speaker, or you might just be on the fence. Why become a speaker? What is the real reason that you should get up on stage and talk to people? Well, there's a lot of reasons, and we're going to talk about that today. But now, before we get into the detail of our content, we just want to remind you to please like and subscribe. Click the button below so that we can make sure that we can continue to grow and share more great content with you wonderful folks. So, Bobby.
Yes.
It's great to have you, buddy.
Hey, it's great to be here. Great to be here.
So why did you become a speaker?
Oh, man, it's been years now, but I will tell you, in the beginning, since I was a child, I've been on stage. I have loved the applause of being on stage, being in plays and all that stuff. I loved it. I also had dreams of being a rock star. I traveled all over the country in bands and rocking out and all that good stuff. And it was all about me. It was all about me and getting adoration.
Isn't it always just all about you?
Yeah. That an entertainer. A lot of times we have egos. There's a lot of entertainer ego and all that stuff. And that's how it started out for me. And I grew older and started to realize there's more to the world than being on stage and getting claps and hoorays and hurrahs, and went down a different path.
Of course, it's really important to get on stage and get all the claps and applause. That's still really valuable.
There's something really powerful about people, saying thank you and good job, and you cause something to happen inside them. That was what I loved when I would go to concerts and I would see all this energy and this excitement. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do that. I can be up on stage and get people to get that energy and excitement and happiness, and that was just this entertainment, and that's where I came from. But I went down a corporate path, and I started to learn and grow, and I had a lot of challenges in my life that took me down some dark places, and I got out of those dark places, and I wanted to tell other people about how to get out of their dark places, and I realized I changed. The stage became this platform to pick people up and get them to change their life. Instead of just saying, hooray, thank you for entertaining me, I could entertain and I could still be engaging and have a lot of fun, even more fun now with the audience than I used to, even on stage with in music. But now there's this heartfelt connection and just a complete change of this a person. And I tell people all the time, if I'm in front of 10,000 people and only one person gets something out of what I'm saying, it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. And if one person, it saves their life and they decide not to take their life or do something that would take them down a bad path, then I have succeeded, and it's all worth it. It's all worth it if only one person gets the message and changes what they're doing or becomes better.
So it's really altruistic. It's about saving that one person.
Yeah, kind of.
No, it's true. I mean, how many times have we talked to people that have wanted to be speakers, and they say, I want to be a public speaker, I want to be a motivational speaker, and you ask them why. What's their motivation? And it's always
the same.
It's always the same. I want to change the world.
Or I want to help people.
I want to help people.
I want to help people. That's my whole world. I want to help people. And that's a beautiful thing, and it is great. And we do, most of us, all of us, we do want to, if we're a decent human being, we do want to help people. But you need to be driven for more than that.
Well, absolutely. You need to be way more driven than just helping people. Because helping people isn't enough. I mean, you've got to be really clear about why you're helping people. What do you want? But what I loved about your story, one of the things that you shared, you talked about how it was the applause, but it wasn't really about the applause. It was about the emotions behind the applause. It was about the joy that you were bringing to other people's lives. And I love that, because as a speaker, you are affecting people in the moment. And it's not just about changing their life forever. Sometimes it's really just about, I just made that person's day, right?
Yeah. Oh, so true. I'd love. It's so gratifying when you see a light bulb go off in an audience member, that you've all of a sudden they have connected with a giant aha. And you see it in their eyes that this isn't just hooray, hurrah for them. This is something that they're going to use for the rest of their life now. What a motivation to go out and do more of that. Everybody. Well, where am I going with this?
Well,
man?
there's always going to be that person in the audience that's just sitting there, yeah, whatever, right? And so I kind of like to think of it as a 60-20-20. So there's the 20% of the people in the audience, they're not even going to care about what you have to say, no matter how awesome you are. 60% of them are going to have a great time. They're going to come away with something valuable, and they're going to be happy that they came to watch you, if you're good. And then along those same lines, if you're good, then 20% of the people in the audience are going to have a life-changing experience. And really, I mean, I'm there for the life-changing experience.
That's why you go to an event, or why you teach, or why you speak, or both.
Both.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't go to an event unless I want to change something.
You just go show up just for the heck of it.
Sometimes I do go to be part of the 60%, right? I want to go and just have a good time, learn a few things, and walk away happy. I mean, that's why we go to a concert. That's why we go to a movie. For the same reason, I might go watch a motivational speaker, because not only am I going to get the entertainment value out of it, but I might actually walk away with some gold nuggets.
Yeah.
And as a speaker, you have to be thinking about the people that are in your audience. You know, who are the people that you're talking to, and why are they even there?
Yeah.
Maybe there is someone that has plans to go and take their life tonight. And they're at your conference because they're reaching out.
I love it. Yeah. So why are you, if you jumped on this video, why do you want to be a speaker? Or what were you connected to it? Because that's where you need to start. You've got to understand the why do you want to be on stage. We talk to so many people about, their motivation, their purpose, their message, and most of them are very unclear with what that is. And if you just have this aching in your heart that you're supposed to be on stage and you're supposed to help people, you feel that, you've got to understand the core of that before you jump up. Well, hopefully, you learn as you go, right?
Well, there is some value to learning as you go. You can't wait until you have it all figured out and perfect before you act, because acting on this thing is how you really learn. But ultimately, if you want to make a difference, then become a speaker. It's that simple.